earth walked with him. If he ran, the rivers followed suit. If he jumped, the gulls beat their wings. If he sang, Apollo his flute. If he hungered, the ground roared. If he was merry, the wind whistled with delight. If he angered, war rode her pale horse and set the world alight. And when his eyes were choked with smoke, and his vision grew clouded with ash blossom and flecks of scarlet poetry, he cried for those who slept with the song and saw the galloping twilight as she enveloped the world in her majesty. When he stumbled, the earth walked. When he fell, the rivers ran still. When he stewed in the arid sand, the gulls mocked his wrongs. When he wept, Apollo played on. Thank you. I wrote it while incredibly bored in English class, all the way at the back so no one could see me. This one was written in a very similar situation, except I was not all the way at the back, so many people saw me. This one's called In the Attic, Watching Thunderbirds. 5 mornings ago today, the sky bled in earnest, the wheat grew bitter, and the oceans ran sweet, and the grass morphed into poison ivy at my feet. And I scrambled to my home, my eyes shot with dread, the clouds tried to rain down icicles on my head, and I should have been dead. I thought it all absurd, while Grandad sat upstairs, in the attic, watching thunderbirds. I cowered beneath the table as I thought of what to do, as the scarlet storm battered the roof and threw our tiles askew. I knew my wooden fortress could never hold for long, as the booming heavens roared and stamped their brutal song. I prayed that Grandad might come down, bellow his magic and make the storm sod off. But with stairs between us, he never said a word, as he sat somewhere above me, in the attic, watching thunderbirds. I hoped he'd make his way down soon, to hoist me off the ground. Maybe we'd share a cup of tea as my world was thrown to the hounds. But I could only sit and wait for nothing to come, for owls the size of stallions to soar overhead, wings clad with lightning, tail feathers glaring through the mist with every colour, throws piercing the air, making the earth quiver, tearing it up like vultures, lapping it like lemon curd. And Grandad sat upstairs, in the attic, watching thunderbirds. I'll not wear a veil on my face. I'd much prefer it if people could see the storm coming, watch it rend my crops asunder and leave the roots to bare, than to throw a tarp on it and pretend it isn't there. I don't remember when it ended, how it started, or why that morning, only that it did, with no grace for a warning. But I can only look upwards at an icicle-free sky, the scarlet's washing out and the owls have screeched goodbye. And I find there's no more need for words, with Grandad, warm, I think, in the attic, watching thunderbirds.